if anybody know about business, you don't keep that type of money in just regular account. So I had to wire the money from somewhere. Okay? So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is this, I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the control.
He don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any.
Floyd, are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's planning for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests
that you are bankrupt. How do you respond to that? I don't think you have publicly responded yet.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, if we call having 2 private jets, owning 100 buildings, being able to do what you want to do.
Okay, so before we even get started, I need you to stop whatever you are doing right now. Because what I'm about to tell you about Floyd Mayweather, the man who literally called himself Money for 2 decades, allegedly suggests that the nickname might be hitting different these days, and not in the way you think, because here is where it gets interesting. This is not just another celebrity broke story.
That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive though, but
he's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
You think they give them to him?
Yeah, because then you get a video like that.
Right. That's smart.
And then you get Floyd's Air Force Ones given away for charity.
They had to invest in a brand new cash counting machine specifically for Floyd. The one we had, it was just not that great, so we spent a little more money and got the best one, and it's
This is allegedly a financial thriller wrapped inside a boxing legend, wrapped inside a lifestyle so expensive, it makes other rich people look at their bank accounts and feel genuinely better about themselves. And it all starts with a podcast appearance that was supposed to calm everyone down, but somehow, made everything 10 times more suspicious because
I'm pretty sure I'd be upset too if I was somebody else. I'd be mad at Mayweather too. 29 years or 30 years, you keep getting money like this. I'd be mad too. I'd be hating on Mayweather too. Continue to hate. People only talk about winners. I'm a winner, so continue to talk. Keep your bread fresh. Put it in the bag. Want me the bread, man. Tip money. Fucking throw it in here too. Throw it in the Floyd bag. See, I'm born crocodile phones, Himalayan phones, crocodile bags.
Joe Rogan asked Floyd point blank about the rumors, Floyd did not just deny them. He unleashed a full luxury inventory on the entire internet, talking about private jets and real estate portfolios like he was reading off a shopping receipt, which sounds confident until you realize that the last time someone went that hard defending their own wealth unprompted on a podcast.
Insider article that ran.
Yes.
We debunked this reporting, but the gist of it was that Dan Geiger, the BI reporter, said that you didn't do the $400 million Black Spruce deal. Mm-hmm. And you sued BI and Geiger for defamation recently. You said that Geiger harassed you and your family through hundreds of phone calls, and you also said his reporting was racially biased. What do you hope to get out of suing Geiger? Why did you do that?
Well, I'll leave that to the judge. I'll leave that to the lawyers. I just want the people to know, I'm 48 years old. I know you guys want to talk about real estate. Only thing I'm doing is answer the question.
That is a real estate question.
Okay, so out of 48 years, I'm 48 years old, and I've never sued a media outlet. The media outlet throughout my life has bashed me, talked bad about me, spoke bad about my family. I'm not a liar. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a liar. I worked hard to build my name, to build my reputation, and I'm not gonna let anyone go out there and smear my name and talk bad about me, talk bad about my family, or talk bad about my company.
Things did not exactly go smoothly for them afterward. And breaking. We are just getting word, allegedly, that the internet has not forgotten a single detail of this interview and is currently doing what the internet does best, which is forensic level analysis of every single word Floyd said, and listen.
He's still waiting on the 1.5 from Floyd Mayweather. He made this video simultaneously with the beef with Le'Veon, and I don't know, maybe it's coincidence, maybe it isn't.
Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao 2. The fight nobody asked for except me. I need this because if Floyd wins, he can finally pay me my $1.5 million. I don't care about the legacy fight. I don't care that these men have a combined age of 100 years. I care that Floyd Mayweather, the best boxer alive, uses those same hands that made him 100 million to Venmo me my money. And Floyd, if you're watching this, win it and pay me back or I'm gonna send my goons after you. Gotcha. Hey.
I really don't know why I watched that. Yeah, listen, dude. Logan is, again, functionally a coward for not doing this. I was really excited for it, too. I couldn't wait. That was about to be content, stud. But, I mean, okay, yes, I understand if he is under WWE contract.
I am not saying anything. I am just saying that when a man who made reportedly $500 million in a single night against Conor McGregor needs to go on a podcast to explain that he is still rich, you have to at least raise an eyebrow, right? Because this is where the story takes its first major turn. It is not just about money allegedly disappearing. It is allegedly about a lifestyle so astronomically expensive that even the concept of rich had to call a timeout.
19 million of the money was lost. So to lose 19 of 20 million, I mean, what, did you go to the casino over and over? Like, you know. So Recknitz, now mind you, this is Floyd's new buddy, his new financial advisor. Recknitz became what prosecutors called, quote, one of the single most important and prolific white-collar cooperating witnesses in the recent history of the Southern District of New York, testifying in multiple federal corruption trials. He claimed to have weekly phone conversations with Mayor de Blasio on his personal cell phone in exchange for campaign contributions. De Blasio, of course, was never charged. Now in court, Recknitz paints himself as a changed man. While living in New York, I felt pressure to become a big shot, he told the judge. Sound familiar?
And we are talking about a man whose personal spending habits have reportedly included gambling sessions that would make a Las Vegas casino do a double take. Luxury routines so elaborate that people close to him have allegedly described them as something between a royal household and a five-star hotel that never closes. And then
Floyd Mayweather once in prison, 5 months house arrest, but he's yet to serve any time. He got sentenced to 10 months in 2019. Five months in prison, 5 months and house arrest, but he's yet to serve any time. His sentencing has been repeatedly delayed and reassigned to different judges. But he remains free nearly 9 years after pleading guilty. So he's been out of jail for 9 years. The guy hasn't even done his 5 months. So he's got his hand in the corruption cookie jar still, it seems like. After the scandal, he moved back to LA, where he's from, and became a jeweler. He launched Jadel Jewelry and Diamonds, leveraging connections to celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Shaq.
Social media moment happened because out of nowhere, viral posts started claiming that some of Floyd's assets were allegedly being auctioned, and the internet collectively lost its mind, flooding comment sections with theories and receipts and screenshots. And here is the twist you did not see coming. Floyd did not go quiet. He did not disappear. He doubled down.
It was Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, blew his money, whatever. Look, I don't know what the truth is fully in there. I know Stephen Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the time. He was named him. I never was a fan of Espinoza. Again, I'm not afraid to say and not mince my words when I feel a certain way. And I've taken arrows for it, and of course I've also taken some praise for it. That people say, hey, Teddy's going to say what he feels. I was never a fan of him. I never thought he was a man that kept his word. I never thought he really did a great job over at Showtime. I mean, they put some good fights on because the fights were available, because the landscape...
Either means he is absolutely unbothered and genuinely secure, and stay with me here, he is the greatest performer of financial confidence the world has ever seen. because then Logan Paul walked into the conversation. And I need you to understand that when Logan Paul is the one publicly saying you allegedly still owe him money from your exhibition fight, the narrative has officially entered a completely different dimension, because Logan...
Six-fight, $250 million contract, but what was unheard of about it, Mayweather got to pick his own opponents and still get paid. Mayweather, the persona he cultivated, whether you like it or not, has sold tickets. He was a big draw. He was the top earning athlete 2012 to 2014. Mayweather did his thing for sure. But in this lawsuit, it is alleged that while Mayweather was paid several $100 million through his different associates, those 6 fights with Showtime, and then he did, after that, he did the Pacquiao, for which he received a $100 million check. But he was supposed to get $200 million. He got a $100 million check, but he was supposed to get. So it's easy to get blinded, like, it's a lot of money, but if you're supposed to get...
Paul is not exactly known for being a financial accountant. And yet, here he is, allegedly keeping receipts, telling anyone who will listen that the check from their fight has not fully arrived. And fans online are connecting this to a much bigger pattern that allegedly includes unpaid rent on a luxury Manhattan property. Manhattan, one of the most expensive cities on the planet.
Conor McGregor, huge. He fought Pacquiao. So now he's talking about fighting Mike Tyson. He does seem to be having money problems. And I don't care how many goddamn watches he bought, the amount of money he made boxing, unless he's been getting swindled on the business end. Once you start getting into having hundreds of millions of dollars, you're getting $10, $50 million a year or 20, 30, $40 million a year in interest. Right? If you're just in the stock market is like doubled in the last 4 years, right? I mean, so Al Haymon is this, he's not like a Don King, he doesn't have that reputation, he has this, that he's a brilliant businessman, he stays totally in it.
And reports suggesting that certain high-end jewelry purchases also allegedly resulted in legal disputes over outstanding payments. And this is where it gets worse, because the story flips again, hard. Because Floyd is not just allegedly being sued.
According to TMZ, let's get to the TMZ. Floyd Mayweather sues Showtime, saying I'm missing hundreds of millions of dollars. Floyd Mayweather Jr. says he made over $1 billion in earnings over his legendary career, but the 50-0 fighter claims all the money didn't make it to his bank account. He is now suing Showtime, claiming they played a big role in his ex-manager screwing him out of hundreds of millions of dollars. In the lawsuit filed by Floyd in California and obtained by TMZ Sports, Mayweather says he's gunning to recover hundreds of millions of dollars in the misappropriated funds and damages resulting from long-running and elaborate financial...
He is also allegedly doing the suing. And this is the part that completely reframes everything you thought you knew about the situation. Because Mayweather has reportedly taken legal action against Showtime and former associates, claiming that he was allegedly deprived of hundreds of millions of dollars through deals that he believes were fundamentally unfair to him.
Fraud.
He owned dozens of luxury cars, multiple private jets, and high-end properties, while also investing heavily in jewelry, gadgets, and extravagant events. Gambling alone cost him millions, and unpaid taxes added additional pressure. Even with such enormous earnings, these expenditures contributed to a situation where he felt compelled to pursue legal action to secure his financial interests. Bannon emphasizes that these legal moves are not simply about money, but also about protecting Mayweather's reputation and business dealings. They reveal the hidden complexities of managing wealth, showing that even the richest athletes can face serious financial and legal challenges when their fortunes are mismanaged or disputed.
And suddenly the question is not just where did the money go, but was the money ever fully his to begin with? Because Floyd has also reportedly pointed fingers directly at former manager Al Haymon, alleging financial mismanagement and disputes over earnings that allegedly go back years. And right now, across social media, fans are saying This changes the entire story because what looked like a spending problem might allegedly be, according to online speculation,
in those parties to see whether or not this is something that Floyd should have known about or did know about or maybe did not understand. Because it seems very, very funny that Floyd would not know that the money was getting paid to Al Haymon and not directly to him. Regardless, I don't know the outcome of that. I will talk about this though. The absolute blatant karma up in Floyd Mayweather's face for all the smack he talked about Muhammad Ali and how Muhammad Ali's name was only worth $50 million and he sold half of his name for $50 million and how he's made so much more money and that makes him all of that. Talked about how Muhammad Ali, I'm sure, or I don't know if he did, but I'd heard, talked about Floyd. Yeah, he did, because he talked about his money and how he had to sell it.
The final chapter of a much longer business dispute playing out in public and breaking. Sources online are allegedly suggesting that there are more legal documents, more disputes, more layers to the story than have currently been revealed. And I genuinely cannot tell you where this ends because every single time you think you have the full picture, another piece drops and the puzzle looks completely different. And here is the savage comparison nobody is saying out loud.
In this video. Now, I've been covering boxing for double-digit years. Allow me to take you through it. A simple Google search shows Floyd Mayweather. You type in his name, you're gonna see some fight photos and whatnot. But the top stories, and there's multiple stories, and we're gonna take a look at some of them. But as mentioned, Business Insider is now reporting what you see on the screen, that Floyd Mayweather is being accused in lawsuits of owing millions of dollars for luxury watches, gold, and rent on palatial apartment, right? The bullet points. Floyd was sued for allegedly failing to pay rent on a luxurious duplex.
Floyd Mayweather built an entire brand on the idea that he was untouchable. That money was not just his nickname, but his identity, his superpower, his whole entire personality. The man wore it on his robe. He counted it in the ring. He auctioned his own fight tickets at prices that made people gasp. And the idea that any of this alleged financial turbulence could be happening to him specifically is the kind of irony that does not just sting. It allegedly echoes because you have to ask yourself. And I want you to really sit with this.
What if presents the $500K, $500,000 in arrears plus late fees minus a deposit that Mayweather paid at the start of the lease and the $100,000 catch-up payment. So they deducted what he did submit when he was made aware of this, the $100K, and I guess a deposit. So the remaining balance is that. An attorney for Mayweather did not provide a comment by deadline. He has not responded to the lawsuit in court. In a separate legal matter, so we've already went over one with this luxury condo in Manhattan, right? But a separate legal matter, a Miami jeweler sued Floyd Mayweather last month, alleging the boxer owes more than $1 million for jewelry that he took. But
what does it mean when the person who most aggressively performed wealth in the history of celebrity culture is now having to perform it again? But this time on a podcast, defensively, with a list of assets. And here's the moment where everything you just heard gets completely reframed, because allegedly. And online speculation is going absolutely wild with this. There are people close to the situation who reportedly believe that Floyd Mayweather is not the story here. That the real story is allegedly the system around him, the managers, the promoters, the deals, the structures that reportedly allowed hundreds of millions to flow through without necessarily flowing to him in the way most people assumed. And if that is true, if even a fraction of that online speculation is accurate, then Floyd Mayweather is not a cautionary tale about spending too much. He is allegedly a cautionary tale about trusting the wrong people with the right money. And that is a completely different conversation, a darker one that the internet is only beginning to happen. And so I leave you with this question that I genuinely want you to answer in the comments right now. Is Floyd Mayweather allegedly a man who had everything and lost it? Or is he allegedly a man who was never fully given what he earned? And does the answer to that question change how you see the entire legend of Money Mayweather?